Alrighty, one more time, a very warm welcome from my side. My name is Armin Wieland. I'm the founder here at V5 Digital. I'm your host for this session of V5 Africa. And with me on the show today is Matthias Mehner. Maybe Matthias, you can say one or two words as a welcome before I continue from my side.
Hello, everybody. Greets from sunny Munich today. On Friday, the Oktoberfest starts. So I invite you all here to drink beer with me. And for now, let's have a nice session and talk about a little bit about the new ways of marketing with WhatsApp. Happy to see you later.
Fantastic. Thank you for that, Matthias. Quickly on the agenda. So we should be out by 5 to 1 local time. And we are busy with the welcome, and from there on we will hand over to Matthias. And very importantly, we'll again have a Q&A session. So if you already have some questions, you're more than welcome to put them in the Q&A already, or you might want to wait till Matthias actually tells you about new ways of marketing and sales. Maybe he's already covering your question. And then we're also going to quickly introduce what is next, our next V5 Africa webinar. As you might know, not know, so if you're new to the series, the V5 Africa webinar is always the middle of the month, middle of the week, middle of the day. So our next one will be middle of October. So you might have never heard about us, especially if you're dialing in from elsewhere on the continent, or maybe from Germany or any other country in the world. So who is V5 Digital? We are essentially a full-service digital marketing agency, and we are passionate about a lot of things, as you can see on our screen. And today is not about us and it's not about sales, but we just wanted to highlight that we are also very much capable of developing messenger applications, and more specifically built on WhatsApp. So we can do all kinds of WhatsApp chatbots. And by the way, you might be wondering, where's the connection between us and Messenger People? If you guessed it correctly, we built our WhatsApp chatbots on the Messenger People platform. So our technology partners with whom this webinar series wouldn't have been possible: Rocketseed, the email signature solution; Salesforce, the world's #1 CRM. We are a proud Salesforce partner since 2020. And maybe just announcing any kinds of festivals coming up. So we've got Oktoberfest coming up soon. And then next week, those of you that might want to travel to San Francisco, we've got Dreamforce from the 20th to the 22nd of September, the world's largest tech event happening in San Francisco. But you can also live stream it on Salesforce Plus. We will also, from our side, make sure that we communicate accordingly on our social media channels. And then last but not least, SharpSpring, the revenue growth platform. And by the way, a bit of a teaser, our next keynote speaker will be actually from SharpSpring, joining us from Florida in the USA. Alrighty, so just a little bit about our WhatsApp business and WhatsApp enterprise capabilities. You might, we call it enterprise, but the official word is API. So Matze will probably talk about API or API, but that's essentially the same thing as WhatsApp Enterprise. So as mentioned, we're more than capable of helping you on the WhatsApp Enterprise side. And if you would like more information, you're more than welcome to visit our dedicated WhatsApp page. You'll see the link at the bottom of the page. And I think Jürgen, our co-host, will also make sure that you get the link on the chat. It's v5.digital/WhatsApp. And also, you are more than welcome to interact with our existing chatbots. You will see there's 2 on the screen, our own one and then one for our clients. Those that have been to Namibia before, you might know the retailer Megavolt. So we currently run their in-store WhatsApp chatbot. And we've also launched our spring competition. So those that are in the Southern Hemisphere, it's springtime over here, although it feels like summer already on some of the days. but we have recently launched our spring competition, and all those details are on b5digital/spring. Before we start, make sure to use the Q&A rather than the chat for questions. We are able to also, we obviously want to monitor the chat as well, but rather put your questions in the Q&A. Last but not least, so as it becomes a bit of a tradition, so tweet to win. Make sure to, during the webinar, to tweet using the hashtag B5Africa, and one lucky viewer will stand a chance to win a B5 branded Moleskine diary. So with that, we are just about to hand over to Matthias Mehner, also affectionately known as Messenger Matze. And Matthias will today talk about brand new ways of marketing and sales with WhatsApp. So with that, over to you, Matthias, and thank you again so much for your time. I know it's a bit of a holiday season for you. It's summer, it's the start of the school year, but Matze was very, very kind to actually avail some of his free time to us this afternoon. So I'll be stop sharing from my side, and over to you, Matthias.
Thank you, Armin, and it's always a pleasure to talk with you and your audience. I think especially Africa is the best new market we have seen. So we see a lot of traction in EMEA, but also especially in India and in Brazil, but I think also in the African region. And I will show you some examples later. I think there's a huge potential for businesses to use WhatsApp, and I'm always happy and engaged to talk about the possibilities, because I'm personally so excited what kind of things you can do as a business. And there's a lot of new things coming up, and this is what we want to talk in the next, let's say 20 minutes maybe. Let me share my screen. It's here. So, alrighty. New ways of marketing and sales via WhatsApp. We talked about this. So you can call me Matze. Everywhere you can find me as Matze. If you Google WhatsApp Matze, you probably will find my profile. And I had this nice introducing from Armin already. So at the moment, I'm the Vice President of Global Marketing at Sinch. Sinch is a big company in the CPaaS area, specialist in SMS. And this company, they bought my company, Messenger People, almost a year ago. So we are the messenger experts within Sinch, and try now to leverage all our know-how on this rich messaging across the world. And as I mentioned already, we see a lot of potential and a lot of growing, a lot of nice use cases. Unfortunately, mostly out of Germany. Germany is a bit slow, a bit patient about that, but we see a lot of traction in other companies. So this is what I'm doing. What is Messenger People doing? I always try to explain this as we are the Swiss Army knife of messaging. Yeah, so this means with our platform, you can do everything. You can use it for marketing, you can use it for service, for e-commerce. We see a lot of HR cases coming up. You know, we have this big labor shortage problems here in Europe. So we see more and more really cool use cases in HR. But of course, the whole topic of CRM, so customer relation management relation, this is the closest channel you can choose for this, is the preferred channel for your audience, and this is WhatsApp. So we can cover all this. We are software as a service platform. You can log in today and you can start tomorrow. So it's really easy, no technical stuff requirement. And what we do, we have the solution for your one inbox. So it's not all about WhatsApp. Today we talk about WhatsApp, but in other regions we have other messengers. I think also Instagram is an important messaging channel across the world. Telegram is kindly important. So we bundle all this messaging chats in one inbox, but also we have, as Armin mentioned, a professional chatbot builder behind. So you can start really quick with a simple FAQ chatbot, but you can do the whole deep tech of chatbot in our software. It's for free. We talk about today about marketing. So we will talk about WhatsApp bulk messaging, WhatsApp newsletter. And of course, this is not only possible on WhatsApp. As I mentioned, this is also possible on Telegram, on Facebook, and on other messaging. Really important. This is why Armin introduced me. we are official partner of WhatsApp, but also of Meta, but also of Apple and Telegram and Viber as well. And this is important because only via official partner, you have access to this official WhatsApp API. And I did this in the last webinar 1 year ago. So just a little refresh. So the WhatsApp business ecosystem is split in 3 different pillars. The first is the regular WhatsApp app. So this is the app every person has on his phone. It's installed and you can use this to chatting with your friends and family and stuff like this. Also later, your customer, your audience, they still use the WhatsApp app. This is clear. But for you as a business, it's important to have a decision between the WhatsApp business app and the WhatsApp business API. So Mats, what is the difference? Especially in Germany and Europe, a big issue is the GDPR, you know, and only with the WhatsApp business API, you are GDPR compliant. And because we are your reseller, we give you the API. So we have to make sure that everything in GDPR is really fine. We have hosting our service here in Germany. So this is a big factor, especially in Europe, why you should use the API and not the business app. But we talk today about a lot of different features and possibilities. And a lot of these professional features, they are only available via partner like Messenger people and via the API. So talking about the whole marketing thing, but also I show you some examples in payment. I show you examples about sales and services. And most of these use cases are only possible via the API, not via the business app. This is the big difference. Okay. As I mentioned before, I was introduced to host this webinar 1 year before, and then we talked a little bit general about the use cases, about customer service, and about all this basic stuff you can do with WhatsApp Business API. And I saw a lot of progress within the last year, and this is why I want to give you an update today. And I will start with some really exciting, really cool use cases and KPIs, what I think can open your mind a little bit for, hey, this is a nice idea. Maybe we can do this, or even just to show you the possibility of WhatsApp, because it's much more than just a chat and chatbot channel. Let me start in India. Pretty news 3 weeks ago. Jio, this is a big supermarket chain. So, I mean, it's also interesting for you and your supermarket customer. We launched the first end-to-end experience on WhatsApp. So what you can see here in the screenshots, they already implemented a product catalog. They already implemented shopping cart, shopping basket. So you can put your items in a basket. And this is pretty new for India, you can pay directly on WhatsApp. So your customer don't have to go to an online shop, to an app, wherever. You can do end-to-end on WhatsApp in this use case here with Jio in India. Completely different use case, but I think it's also good to mention, and I really like this case. This is from Asia, and here the Dior, the luxury brand, they wanted to give influencer marketing on the next level. So we all know influencer marketing from TikTok, we know influencer marketing from Instagram, but what Dior did here is influencer marketing on WhatsApp. So what they did, they took this, I can't read, Jizzo is the name. They took Jizzo as a really big influencer in this market. And Jizzo published, hey, I have a WhatsApp channel, please join me. And of course, during hours, she had more than 1 million followers on WhatsApp. And what she's doing now on WhatsApp is a bit showing their daily life, like they do on Instagram, but also give direct tips, product features. Hey, you can buy my lipstick now here via WhatsApp. But also, and this is the meaning of messaging in WhatsApp, it's not only pushing. This is TikTok, this is Instagram. So what she's doing every day a regular Q&A session. So she's really engaged with their fans on WhatsApp much more than it could be on Instagram, for example. And here we have one example, 125,000 products sold on the first day via WhatsApp. Rethink influencer marketing, really great trend here in the fashion industry. Next use case, really love this one. It's from Africa. It's from South Africa. And here is KFC using WhatsApp for all their home delivery or takeaway. Takeaway, I think it's a better word. Because what's the problem of all these food chains out there? They always have to pay a tremendous amount of money to Just Eat, DoorDash, Uber Eat, home takeaway, just to be there in the app. And what KFC wanted is to say, hey, I want to have this direct connection with my customer. So we should always use the Lieferando app or the Just Eat app. I can do the same on WhatsApp directly with my customer. So also here I show you a little video. You can see a lot of new feature from the business API, also like catalog, like buttons, like lists, like payment. And I think this is a really nice first example how you can use WhatsApp today and is far, far away from what you're doing with your friends. Check out the screen. It's a bit short. It's a bit small. Sorry for that. But you can see here you have the whole menu, product catalog. You can add your favorite food in the basket. You can see, oh, I already have 3 items in my basket. You send them the location. You know, this is also possible in WhatsApp. You send the location and the chatbot automatically replies with, oh, this is the next KFC store nearby you. Do you want that we deliver or do you want to pick it up? I want to pick it up in 10 minutes. Okay, this is your basket again. So this is pretty much everything what an Uber Eats or Just Takeaway can deliver you, but they do it on WhatsApp. They have all the connections and they sell like crazy via WhatsApp. This is KFC. I can give you a spoiler with Burger King. We did this, or we do it at the moment in Brazil. 100,000 Burger King restaurants we onboard at this moment on WhatsApp because they say, hey, this is the best channel to talk with my customer when they want to order food. Also, because we're talking about Africa, I found this use case. It's pretty new now on the official Facebook best case platform. It's Digify Africa, and they're an education program where you can have 2 classes. One is for a social media manager, and one, I guess, is for a marketing manager. And what they did it via the last 11 years via an app. The whole education program was digital, and it was via an app. And now 1 year before, they decided, hey, we kill the app. We go only on WhatsApp with the whole education program. And you can see it here. These are the KPIs. So in 1 year, 136,000 people completed the training compared to 120,000 in 11 years before. So you can see the huge potential. If you use an app, everybody already uses. And also you can see 27% interacted with WhatsApp. A lot of people finished the course, what is important. And we see a lot of word of mouth because people say, hey, this is so nice how to become a social media manager and learn it via WhatsApp. So this is really a success story out of Africa. But I blamed a little bit the Germans, but I also see some good first examples here in Germany. So this is a German a D2C company called Snox. His founder, Johannes Klich, he's really famous because he's a smart guy. And he always tries to do new things of e-commerce and selling. And what he did, and he described this in this LinkedIn post, was he compared his WhatsApp marketing channel versus his email marketing channel. And then he published this on LinkedIn. That the WhatsApp customer spent on average 60% more than an email customer. And this is good. You know, this is CRM and this is marketing. And this is why we are so excited about our topic today, WhatsApp marketing. Quick overview, why we think WhatsApp marketing is exciting. And the first thing is really obviously, you know, it's in your lock screen. You know, I don't allow any app to push in my lock screen beside WhatsApp because this could be something for my family, for my wife, for my kids. So I only allow push notification via my lock screen from WhatsApp. So your Business messaging is directly with a high intention. So we are talking here about the real-time communication. We are talking about 90% open rate because it's so a lot of attention on it. If you have a lot of intention, you have a lot of conversion. So we talk about an average click-through rate of 95%. And this is important to understand. And what makes it the difference between an Instagram post or a Facebook post, it's a really conversion starter. So you can use this type of WhatsApp marketing to start a conversion with conversation with your audience to try to know them better, but also, of course, to sell more. But it's messaging. And I told you, it's directly, you have a high awareness, high attention, no algorithm, no spam filter. So you reach 100% of your customer you reach. So it is really important to understand this channel is a privileged channel, because bringing the brands into the inner circle where you talk with your friends and family. So please be aware, this is the most direct channel you ever have to your customer, and you have to do it with patience. And this is what I'm talking about today. Hey, how can I leverage them good content, interesting content, convert them into sales, but I don't want to spam this customer, because nobody likes spam, especially not on my private channel on WhatsApp. So the key to success is the personalized content you can send via WhatsApp. And then we have a problem out there in the online marketing world, and this is the cookie ban. So it's getting harder and harder to generate good data from your customer to give them a personalized content experience. And we believe conversation with your customer can be an awesome solution to have really, really good data and to really send them personalized content. So we think the personalized content you can offer is two parts of a heart. The first is the first party data, not the second, not the third party data you have from cookies, the first party data. So how can you collect first party data via WhatsApp? To be honest, not via WhatsApp. Yeah. So the WhatsApp data you receive when you are a Messenger People customer, it's only the name and the number of the customer. They logged in and they connect with you in WhatsApp. So this is the only content data you will see from the WhatsApp perspective. So the second way you can do it is to use user data. So once you are in contact with your audience because they have a question or a customer service reply, you can use easy chatbots to ask more questions. Sorry, these are some screenshots here in German, but I can explain. So this is Koffer World, a big bag store, online store, and they say, hey, Mats, nice to see you here. What are you interested in travel, in business, or in kids? So I have the first segmentation. Okay, I know he's interested in business stuff. And then here I can ask some other questions, and in the end, I receive a 10% or 10 euro coupon code here for my first purchase. Also, what we did at Messenger People is when people subscribe our marketing channels, we ask them, hey, are you interested in marketing, in sales? Are you in customer success? So you can ask your customer, give feedback, and we will save this feedback, this customer usage data for you, and you can do personalized content. But this is not the big thing. This is something from email marketing since 20 years. Ask your customer and they do a profile. No problem. Just want to show you this is what we can do with WhatsApp on a smooth way with buttons. Conversational data. This is really interesting. So conversational data are the user characteristic that are created by an agent or a bot during a sales conversation or a service conversation. So this is really we talk about, and you remember, this is Matze. He likes this, he likes this, he likes this. And I give you a short example. Also, this demo, sorry for that, is in German. I couldn't find the English version today when I was back from my holiday. So I can explain to you a little bit. This is a golf shop, golf sports shop. And you see at the smartphone screen, you see the view from a customer perspective. And the big one, this is our Messenger People platform. And we are here in a scenario where the customer and the customer service, they already talked about, hey, I need some new golf sticks, and I have this and this handicap, and can you give me some advices what item I should buy? So this is the situation. But now, and this is the video I will show you in a second. Now in this scenario, they say, I also need a new golf shoe. And golf shoe, this is pretty a commodity product. So it's not necessary for the live agent to ask all the question about what shoes he likes. So what he's doing now during the conversation with the customer, he puts in a little chatbot, and now the chatbot is asking some question about the preference for this new shoe to Klaus. Klaus is the customer in this case. So so you can see here, oh, I love the golf balls. Yeah, please put this in the basket. Can I help you with something more? Oh, yes, I need some new golf shoe. And what you can see here, now the agent just push this golf shoe bot. So you can see the agent is away. He maybe have a cigarette or lunch. And now the chatbot is asking some questions about, hey, what is your size? What is your favorite color? What is your favorite brand? And why I'm showing you this is because this Nutzermerkmale, user properties. So during this chatbot conversation, we already saved all this Nutzermerkmale. So now we know, and forever when we talk the next time with Klaus on WhatsApp, we always will know, this is Klaus. He has shoe size 45. He loves Adidas and his favorite color is white. We know this, we can now sell them a shoe, but this is not part of this webinar here. So what we can do now for marketing with these user attributes from this history, we can build target groups. So, and we can do really granular target groups. So not one fits also. So we can do really personalized content and say, okay, I want to do a target group Adidas lover, for example. I choose the brand, they have to love Adidas, and they have to, and their favorite color has to be white. We also can do more targeting, but this is for this example, okay. So, and then for this target group, Adidas lover, white sneaker proposal, we can send them a highly personalized content like here, hey, Adidas coach cars, the golf shoe, it's a limited offer. We use the name. Hi, Klaus. We have here a white Adidas golf shoe in your size because we know it's the size 45. And for an absolutely killer price, we put in a link and then he can buy this. And this is this high personality. This is why we can see and track this high conversion rate because people buy more when it's the right product. This was only a demo, but we see that a lot of out there. First party data. We talk with our customer and we collect this data to do targeting marketing on WhatsApp. The real beauty, and this is really, really new. The real beauty is when we also use some other third party data, then we can do much more personalized content. And I'm not talking about cookies. I'm talking about passion. I will show you. What we have built is a tag stack where you can put all external customer data source. This could be your shopping customer data. This could be your ESP, your CRM, but this could also be external data like weather data, like political data, news data. Wherever you have an API, you can collect this in our customer data source. And then you can help with our tool. You can build your flow builder in marketing. You can do it in your campaign management. You can add personalized content, videos, and pictures. I will show you in a second. And then you can spread this out to all our rich messaging channels, but also via RCS, SMS. We will have this on email maybe next year as well. And we have the chatbot with the conversation, so we can have this conversation started with the chatbot. This is maybe a bit too complex. I don't like this chart, but it's good to explain that the tech stack is ready for that. Now come back to some fancy videos So I will show you 3 videos with highly personalized content. And the first thing, this is also our, again, a golf shop, but this is a real golf shop. This is not a demo. And what they are doing, they are sending highly personalized content using the name, but also weather data, product recommendation, and a special offer, all based on all the data we know from this customer and send it in a one-to-one communication directly on the smartphone. So you see here, for this example, it's an SMS. Jenna received a personalized video.
Hey Jenna, summer has arrived in Tucson, and if you're thinking of hitting the links this weekend, it's gonna be hot. Beat the heat with Nike's Dry Fit Victory Polo. With several colors to choose from, you'll be playing in style while staying cool and comfortable. Click below to get your special discount on the Nike Dry Fit Victory Polo today. Redeem online or visit us in Wilmont Plaza on East Broadway Boulevard.
So you can see, interactive weather data is a good service. Really high personalized, high targeted product recommendation, blue polo shirts, and a special offer just for Jenna. This gives the personal contact to buy this. Next example, here it's more about destination marketing. So we know, oh, there's a visitor coming to our destination. And also here we connected name data, weather data, but also activity recommendation based on his previous profile. And we also connected this with booking a restaurant table. So we see, oh, there's a table available at a certain time. We connect all the data and send personalized content video. And what you can see here is 2 videos sent out to 2 different people with completely different content, 100% automatically used by our personalized content platform. So beautiful pictures here. There's no sound here. So interactive weather data, activity recommendation. What do you like? Whale watching or this? Do you want to go to a class bath, the one or the other more in this bath? Book a table, 8 o'clock or 10 o'clock. So you can see 1 personalized content, 1 campaign, but 2 really different pieces of content, highly personalized. Last example, airlines. Airlines are always a little bit innovators in this segment. CRM is really important. Loyalty is really important. So what we did with this airline is highly personalized video content for their, how do you say that in English? I don't know. For their loyalty club, for their miles and more club. This is what Lufthansa use. So you can see here individual videos for each of their customers in the miles collecting club, or however we call this. John, Paul, and Ringo. So maybe that are Beatles fans, the airline, but then you can see we use the data from the last trip they did. You were Honolulu, you have this amount of new miles. Congratulations, you become a navigator or an hon or whatever. Really personalized video showing you some upsell potential. Hey, book till December, and you will receive more miles. So classic proposal, classic personalized offer in the end. This is the beauty. This is really personal. This is what I want to see on my WhatsApp screens when I receive the message from a company. I think the mission for the next year we will talk again. The mission for this year will be, let's get closer to your customer and leverage all the effects. And then I'm pretty sure you will be one of our 1,000 customers. They use WhatsApp for their closest sales canal. So it's time to get closer. That's from my side. If you're interested in more, you can download the playbook. We update the playbook every month with new cases, highly KPIs, a lot of customer stories. So if you're interested in how to do more with WhatsApp, funny cases, but also the normal common basis, just type in messengerpeople.com/playbook. Download the playbook. It's in English. It's for free. And of course, I'm speaking English and it's for free. So ask me all your questions. Thanks for your attention so far.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Matze. Yeah, in terms of the miles collecting club, so those of you that did get lost, it's a frequent flyer program. So that's the official translation. So with that, we would like to open the floor. So I'm going to share a screen from my side, and we would like to open the floor for any and all kinds of questions. So you're very welcome to ask questions. Please use the Q&A functionality for that. See, there's one. Okay. From Ms. Frauke Kreitz, I believe, Frauke, if I remember correctly, you were at a travel agent. I'm not sure if you're asking that, the question with that in that context, but the question is, will WhatsApp Enterprise also run on a desktop? Maybe I can answer that one so long from my side, Matthias. The answer is yes. So, so with WhatsApp Enterprise or API, very important to know, it's not that you'd have the app on your phone. It's essentially running kind of in the background. Everything is automated. You also have the capability to essentially have an agent connected as well. So you can have everything automated, or you can have an agent like in the golf shop example, in the demo, where an agent can take over some of the messages to actually interfere. Maybe you want to add to that, Matthias? Did I explain it correctly? And
yeah, 100%. I mean, this is this is a big factor also in GDPR, that our customer, all our brands, they don't use WhatsApp on their phone. This is a big problem here. So of course we have built the software on desktop. This is the easy way, and in average our customer has 25 to 30 customers working on this, but they are spread all over the world. So it has to be a sync. You have your customer success team maybe in India, but you have your marketing team in London, and everybody has to work together. So it's made for this, sitting in a desktop, sitting in a call center, answering this via agent, or as you mentioned, via a chatbot. But you don't as a business, you don't need WhatsApp on your phone. All you need is a WhatsApp number, but you don't need WhatsApp or WhatsApp business app on your phone. You can do it all with a professional software via desktop.
Fantastic. Thank you for that, Matze. Yeah, so Frauke did just confirm she's with Rennie's Travel Namibia, which is a local or regional travel agent rather, as they also operate in South Africa and other countries in Southern Africa. Another question from Frauke is, and I think you already answered that, but can WhatsApp Enterprise or the WhatsApp API be answered by various colleagues once the chatbot has done his or her work, if you want to call it, maybe it's a she, we don't know.
Yeah, 100%. This is the beauty from incoming chats from your customer. Our chatbot solution, or even you don't need a chatbot, what we have is an auto routing function. So we can see in the first text, oh, this is a marketing related question, or this is a Namibia related question. This is a South Africa related question. This is a hotel versus safari question. And then we auto route this to the correct agent in the marketing department or in the Namibia department, so we can do auto routing. But also the heart of our software is a dispatching place, so you can see all the incoming chats, and then a dispatcher. Sometimes it's difficult to do this automatically. A dispatcher is sitting there and say, oh, this is for Anne, this is for Armin, this is for Matze, and this is for a whole team. This is for the marketing team, and then you send this chat to the marketing team. Of course, when you respond this ticket to the right agent, then the agent is in direct contact with the customer. And for example, when the customer has another question 2 days later, they will come directly to this agent. And of course, then the agent has the opportunity to see, okay, we talked about, but this is another question. I have to do this now with the marketing team, and then an agent also can forward this new ticket to another agent. So this is the core of our messaging, is this dispatching module, and this is really, really important for mid-size and bigger companies, right?
Fantastic. Thank you for that. Frauke, I hope and believe we answered your question. If not, please do feel free to, to ask us rather a follow-up question. And there is a follow-up question from Frauke, which I'll try to answer from my side. So the question is, can API or enterprise be linked to our website? Yes, the answer is yes, of course. So you could, for instance, on the Rennie's Travel Namibia or Rennie's Travel Worldwide or Southern Africa, have a functionality, a button where you say, talk to our agents, and there you can directly then chat to the WhatsApp Messenger service. And as Matze was explaining, you can have, for instance, a full menu. So, for instance, from a consumer point of view, he or she could jump on your website, then open that conversation on WhatsApp. And there might be different options. For instance, I want to book a flight, I want to book a safari, I want to book a hotel, or maybe it could be something more advanced. I already have booked a flight with you. This is my reference number. I want to know, is this, there was maybe, as we had a few days ago, there was a strike at the Lufthansa Group in Europe. So you might want to know, is this flight, this Eurowings, this cover flight to Windhoek, is that still departing or not? And people can actually, ask those questions then on the WhatsApp Messenger. And then depending on the flexibility and the complexity of the question, it'll either be an automated response or a service agent will then take over that answer. That question and answer that question accordingly.
I just want to add, it's not a can, it's a must-have to communicate your service, because the big difference between WhatsApp and, for example, TikTok, Instagram is you don't have an organic reach. It's a one-on-one channel. So if you decide to step into WhatsApp, you have to communicate this service, and you can start slowly, maybe just on the contact page on the website. But during the first 3 to 6 months, you see, okay, all the processes working smooth, the chatbot is trained. You have to roll out and you have to communicate that better. And then you can use everything. We see a lot of customers using their Windows, shopping windows, but also QR codes. You can use your old email newsletter. You can, of course, use your social media channels. But on the website, this is the most important entry point. You have to make clear on every touch point, hey, if you have a question about your flight, the safari, your hotel, just send me a WhatsApp. And then, as Ami mentioned, click on the button. And then you come directly to WhatsApp and you can start the conversation.
Super. Thank you for that. There are no more questions, Frauke. You're more than welcome to ask more questions if you would like to. The next question is from Gregory Novasek from e-bikes for Africa. They are quite popular here in Windhoek, essentially building e-bikes. So if you haven't tried one, please do try them out. They're doing an amazing job, also essentially helping us to move to net zero and all that. And so it's a great company. But the question from Gregory is, hi, how do we use the API for our WhatsApp? So maybe I can do the first part of the answer, and then Matthias can take over. So essentially, I believe you might have WhatsApp for business already by the looks of your question. So that's essentially the regular one, which you can do yourself. You have, for instance, a catalog. You can have a few autoresponders. But if you would like a more advanced one, then you can talk, obviously to us here at V5 Digital. As mentioned earlier, our platform is built on top of Messenger People. So especially if you would like a local number, and we can definitely help you with that. We will talk to Matthias and team, not to Matthias because he's too busy with other things, but with his team in any case, to essentially set it up for you. But yeah, you're more than welcome to talk to us and or to the Messenger People guys directly. But we can help you with that if you would like to move one step further, i.e. move beyond the WhatsApp business, but rather have a full-blown WhatsApp API with all kinds of functionality. By the way, Gregory, I've seen a very nice video this morning, which was shared by our colleague Jonathan, about actually an e-bike company in India, which does, which essentially runs the whole business on WhatsApp these days, where they have, the orders are coming in. So it's a great success story. So I'll make sure that we share that particular clip with you, Gregory, because I think it will be inspiring and interesting for you and your team. But yeah, maybe Matthias, you want to add on to what I said, if there's anything to add on. If not, then I'll move to the next question.
Just really quick. We just finished yesterday a mobility guide for how to use chatbots with Messenger people for mobility, because we have some e-bike and share bike a customer, and we packed together a case study how to use chatbot. It's not live yet. I was just checking if this is live, but come to me or to Armin and ask in 2 days. This is a really nice PDF about especially this topic, using e-bikes for WhatsApp and for chatbots, and we have some great success cases already out there.
Super, thank you for that, Matze, and yeah, I hope that answered your question. Gideon Meiber has a question, and he asks, am I correct in saying that a payment gateway can be linked to the messages? I'm not quite sure, because I know different countries have different regulations there. I know, for instance, like in India and Brazil, they're quite far down the line. I think in other countries, it's always country specific. That's my understanding, but over to Messenger Matze, who has probably the global answer for us.
Yeah, it's correct. In India and in Brazil, you can already pay directly on WhatsApp with WhatsApp Pay. It's a credit card. You have to give them the credit card. In all other regions, we see also conversational commerce, but then you have to provide a payment link to your existing shop system. So most of our customers use Shopware or Shopify, and what we build with them is a virtual basket. So we are talking about we are talking about the products with the customer, like you see in this golf case. And we put all these items in the virtual shopping basket in the Shopify system. And when the customer say, "Oh, now I'm good on WhatsApp. Yeah, I want to buy," just send this one basket link, payment link, and then he has to click on this payment link. He comes to the Spotify checkout page. He has to check the basket again. He can implement all his credit card details or PayPal or Klarna or whatever. So the payment process in most of the most of the region at the moment is outside of WhatsApp, but it's also 2-3 click workaround. But we will see that the whole topic of WhatsApp Pay in the next year. So next year we definitely will talk about WhatsApp Pay rolled out globally.
Very exciting news. I think that's really exciting. I think especially exciting for for the African market as well. Because as we know, I think in Namibia, the stats are that over 90% of Namibians are on WhatsApp. So just imagine the possibilities there in terms of, yeah, having that integration, having that direct integration. Gideon just say thanks. I believe we did answer his question then. I don't see more questions at this point in time, but maybe a question I can throw in from my side for Messenger Matze would be, what is the best way to start a chatbot project?
Small. This is a really easy answer. So I think a chatbot is kind of a customer communication. And I'm pretty sure most of the businesses, they already know what are the customer asking, what are the concerns of the customer, what they ask via social media, via email, via phone, for example. And then start small, start small with first 1, 2, 3, 4 FAQs. Hey, welcome. What's your name? Where are you from? How can I help you? Start with this and start tomorrow and learn from this. And then you can build the chatbot every time, another questions, another section, another flow. But I've also seen a lot of chatbot projects with tons of lists and flow builder and blah, and 1 million FAQs in it and data connections and all this stuff, and it never happened because communication is so fast. And my experience is that 90% of the companies don't know exactly how to answer or how the customer question. So start small, 3, 4 questions. Do the rest with a agent, with a live agent, via a human handover. This is what our system is made for. You will save some time, but especially you will save your customer, because they cannot get annoyed and frustrated because they have a chatbot and it's always a deaf end. So 90% of the chatbot I've seen are just deaf ends and they can't answer my questions. So make sure you start small and you have a smart agent behind who can always jump into the conversation, because the most important thing in all the channels, always make your customer happy and the chatbot only can help you with that.
Fantastic. Thank you for that. Maybe one more question from my side. Mats, you did talk about the first party and the third party data. Can you, and I know you explained it fairly well, but can you maybe, for those that are new to first party and third party data, maybe let us know, is there second party data as well? Does that exist, or and what is it? And maybe you can just summarize it for us real quick one more time. That'd be great. As simple as
Now you got me. I can explain first and third party data, but I don't know what are second party data, to be honest. First, it's easy. First party data are all the data your customer gives you because he wants to, hey, what's your name? How old are you? What's your favorite brand? If the customer gives you this data, it's a first party data. You can collect them. You can use them for marketing. The problem we have are this third party data. So this means from Google and from Facebook, from Instagram, when you do targeting there, they always use third party data, because I never explain to Google, hey, I'm Matze, I'm living in Munich. Google knows that because I'm searching on Google for Munich restaurants or so. So when you do advertising on Google, it's always third party data. And this is the cookie ban. And this will not be allowed to use this data, what is not explicit from your customer. So this is more and more a problem. Today, it's really a problem already on Facebook and Instagram, that they don't know that much about their customer. So this is our recommendation. Use the first customer, ask your customer, then you know pretty good who is your customer, and then you can give him this wonderful personalized content messages.
Super. That makes sense. 100%. Thank you for that. I don't see any more questions. I'm not sure if either has been very clear or very unclear that you actually don't want to ask any more questions. But there was been some very good questions, and I believe Matze has answered them very well. So thank you for that. With that, I would like to, it's 5:01, and essentially cut over to what is up next. But if there's more Q&A questions coming through, by all means, let them roll in. But I essentially would like to rather go a step forward and introduce our next V5 Africa topic. So it will be on Wednesday, the 12th of October at 12 noon. It's called the Revenue Growth Platform, Visualizing the Customer Journey. And it will be two very knowledgeable speakers on the SharpSpring automation and revenue growth platform. Tim Poggi, I always like to say Poggi, but it's wrong. It's Tim Poggi and Sarah Ludwig. They're joining us from Gainesville, Florida. So it will be an early morning for them. I think they have to get up at 6 to join us here at 12 noon. So thanks in advance to both Tim and Sarah for getting up early on the 12th of October. And yeah, so I think this next webinar will also very much tie in with what Matze has been talking about today, because it's all about CRM. It's about, they will definitely talk about first party, maybe even second party data. We don't know, but definitely also about third party data and how it all comes together. It will also obviously tie back again to what is possible on the messenger platforms, especially WhatsApp as well. So I believe if you've enjoyed today, you will definitely enjoy the next one as well, because it's kind of a continuation of the topic and the continuation of the journey of essentially of CRM, of being more personal with your with your customers and consumers, and making sure that you as a brand are more and more relevant in their day-to-day life. So we're really looking forward to that one. We don't see any more questions. And with that, I'd just like to say thank you from the V5 Digital Core team. Jürgen, who's been our co-host, Jonathan, who's been more in the background, but doing a lot of the work kind of in the background. So thank you both to you, Jürgen and Jonathan. And just a big thank you and shout out to all of you. And with that, we would like to essentially end the webinar. We don't see any more questions. And it is exactly, we've got 4 minutes to go, but I think we finished in time. And maybe just to hand over one more time for Matthias. So with this, I would like to end the webinar, but I would like for Matze Messenger Matze rather, to have the final word. But from our side, from the V5 Digital side, thank you to Matze and Messenger people for being great partners, for always, for this, making time for us here at the southern tip of Africa. And it's really, really appreciated.
Great partners. So thank you for that. And for everybody out there who sees this now live or maybe in the catch up, please start to communicate well with your customer. Highly appreciate that. Do personalized content, personalized offer. If you need help, don't be afraid to step into this conversational area. You can ask Armin, you can ask me, Matze. I would be happy to see more exciting cases like I presented in the beginning. Have a good day, good evening, good morning, wherever. Greets to the world. I'm out. Euer Messenger Matze.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Take care. Bye-bye. Cheers.